Wolf Tracks. I'm Bobby the Wolf Mullins, your paranormal shock jock, your DJ, the outlaw, the #1 bad boy of paranormal, and you're listening to Megadeth. He's for sale, but who's buying? And yes, I own the album, YouTube. So two words. And if you don't like what you see, you don't like what you hear, the topics, the language, by God, turn me off. But you like what you see, what you hear, the topics, the language, you quit. Turn me on. Do that to my buddy Aaron King. Well, guys, let me turn the music down just a little bit. Let's get to the topic at hand. All right. Something struck me weird. This guy that was the supposed quote-unquote whistleblower for the NSA, CIA, and FBI about recording all our telephone conversations, text messages, and video, recording us through our video cameras and all that crazy shit, and keeping a record of us. You know, he's a whistleblower? No, he's not. No. He's just telling what's been going on for years. Okay, guys? Now, I'm not going to dwell on this long, but they view him as a traitor because he was under oath. A lot of traitors become patriots, if you know what I'm saying. So, like I said in one of my prior shows, government guys, all you governments around the world, you can hide what you want. You can encrypt what you want, but these 12-year-olds, these 13-year-olds with these computers in front of them are hacking your shit. And they're going to find out what we want to find out. Some kid's going to turn in a term paper with evidence of UFOs on it, and it'll be the hardened proof we needed. All because you thought you could hide it. And some 13, 12-year-old, 14-year-old going to hack your shit and get it. Nah. Nah. My girl even says nah. Anyway, as far as the government's lying to us, let's think about this for a second. This struck me as funny. Now, think about them telling us they found a bunch of rocks on Mars, dried out riverbeds and lake beds and frozen water, and, you know, they've been to the moon and there ain't nothing there but a bunch of craters and dust and whatever, and rock. And they found 3 planets that supposedly are in the Goldilocks zone that can sustain our life. Now, think about this. They told us, all of our governments told us there's nothing on the moon. All of our governments told us there's nothing on Mars. The little Sojourner, all the little Freedom and whatever, the little crawly things, the robotic whatever the hells we're sending up, are on Mars all over the place, looking around. We only get to see certain things. Now, let me prove my point right quick. Let's say your neighbor says he's got a new pool in his backyard with big privacy fence around it. Says he bought a brand new pool. And you don't believe him. What do? You walk over there and you look over the fence and there's a pool. I'll be damned, he's telling the truth. Or your neighbor next door says he bought a brand new Harley. You don't believe him, so you walk your little butt on over next door and you see the Harley sitting in the garage of the driveway. Now, wait a second. So, the government tells us there's nothing there on the moon or Mars. And a lot of you narrow-minded morons out there who take them at face value apparently don't realize they're telling us what we want to hear. We can't walk or fly there to see what's on the moon or what's on Mars. We have to take them at face value. Uh-oh. Think. So we're trusting these people who have been lying to us? Really? Really, people? My Wolf Tracks fans know better than that. No, that needs I got a, boy, y'all are thick. Damn, that's good. All right, now think about all these movies or whatever dealing with like the dark side of the moon. Think about the first landing that we made on the moon. First landing we made. The astronauts said that the moon rang like a bell, like it was hollow. Ooh! Another burp's like beer. Try to keep up. Anyway, now, they also said there was some craters there that were bottomless, meaning the moon might be hollow. Now we have to take their word on this. Now they went up there and went to the dark side of the moon, the side we can't see, supposedly. We haven't been able to see it. Now, do they pull artifacts? Could there be... I mean, if we got ships crashing on our planet all the damn time and getting shot down, don't you think that there might be some remnants of technology sitting on the moon? I mean, think of Greenland, for example. Think of Greenland. Several miles down, there was an entire squadron of fighters and bombers under the ice. You know, Greenland's covered in ice, Iceland's covered in grass. Go figure. But in Greenland, several miles down, they used hot water and pumped it down through this ice to bring these parts of these planes up out of the ice. Entire squadron abandoned and buried under ice. So you're telling me that that probably is only a human thing, right? So there's no abandoned equipment on the moon or Mars. Because, you know, there's no such thing as interstellar travel. Because according to the Catholics, if they didn't do it first, then it doesn't exist. Ask Bruno of his little burn at the stake and all that and heretic stuff for saying that the Earth revolves around the sun and there might be intelligent life in space. And the Catholic Church burnt him at the stake. Yeah, look that one up. His name's Bruno. Yeah, look that one up. Because they didn't say it first. They killed a guy. Really? Really? There's a lot of other ones they persecuted and whatever for thinking their own mind. Alright, now, think about that though. If we're launching stuff to different planets in our own solar system, and we're only 4.8 billion years old, and we've only had, quote unquote, the ability to build civilized cities or whatever for 5,000 years, according to you archaeologists and you Bible beaters. But now, wait a second. There's a flaw in that. Look at Göbekli Tepe. Stone circles with megalithic stones standing in what looks like an upside-down L, and there's all these animals carved on them and stuff. And it carbon dates back, let me think, 20,000 years? So the Bible historians are wrong? The archaeologists are wrong? This place is older than the pyramids and Stonehenge. Oh my God, really? Yeah, we were the first ones here. And we're the only ones that can do anything because we're special. No. People, wake up. Stop being lambs following the herd. Jesus. So now, I hope this helps y'all think a little. Because think about that for a second. We're sending things out to planets to explore them. We've already proven that there's life out there due to bacteria and organisms and stuff landing on our planet. Amino acids have landed on our planet. Bacteria has landed on our planet from asteroids or meteors. Now, think about that for a second. If there's bacteria, that means there's life. If there's life, we can't be the oldest planet out there. What if? What if there's one older? What if there's several million out there that are older than us? Do you think for a moment that they're doing or have done the same thing we're doing? That means they've launched stuff to our planet. Hence, I get this, in Peru, the Band of Holes. Oh my God. Where it's a couple of miles long, all the holes are about 6 to 8 feet deep. They're all spaced out apart perfectly. And it's about 8 or 9 feet across. Like something rolled over the Earth and took samples. Like one of the little things we launched into Mars or at Mars or whatever. Okay, really? No, we're the only ones that launch stuff to other planets. Yeah, you keep thinking that, you blind bastard. Now, gotta have more of that. Nah, it's gone, so I gotta top that thing up. I gotta fill it back. Boy, I love a girl likes to be filled up more than once. Now, on saying that, I hope I opened your eyes up a little bit and your mind, and made you think. Because do not take things at face value. You have governments of the world that are hiding technology and discoveries all the time. Okay? Look at the Dragon Triangle and the 5-step pyramid they found. Have they gone in it? Have they explored the inside of this 5-step pyramid that's several football fields big? No, you're not going to hear about this. You know why? Because they're not doing it for an archaeological... I've had way too many of these, okay? I'm about 5 deep in a 12-pack, sue me. Anyway, it's not from an archaeology standpoint. They're not looking for relics and cryptic writings and little mummies. No, they're looking for tech. Remember my other show? Ugh, I said he who has the tech wins. I mean, look at the 13 or 14 books that are from the Star People that is written in the hieroglyphs from the Egyptians that are missing. We know where they were stored, but they're missing. So you're telling me the guys over the Egyptian Antiquities Department or the Egyptian government doesn't have these? Ooh. Woo! Gotta love beer. Well, look at Roswell. If it was a saucer, where the hell is it? Is it in Area 51? Why can't we be privy to this? Why can't we have knowledge of what's going on our own planet? The government thinks we'll go into hysteria. Oh, and in actuality, if there's proof of ancient life out there, the only thing that does is undermine religion. Think about it. It doesn't cause mass hysteria. It might cause mass hysteria in the Catholic religion and others, but it won't cause mass hysteria in the public. We need vindication. We need proof. We need disclosure on everything that's going on. We are taxpayers and we deserve the right to know what's going on. I understand it's government security. Yeah, well, whatever. If there's little green men around there, sorry, didn't mean to refer to y'all as green men. Tall, white, grays, and reptilians, thanks to my last show, and I disclosed all that. Now, if they're running around breeding with us, eating us, using us as a food source, or picking our brains, or we're picking theirs, whatever, we have a right to know. Now, if that stuff he said for the Canadian ministry is right, then we currently have them on this planet, and they're living on our bases, military bases. So why can't we have disclosure? I mean, really. People, grow up, think for yourselves. Good Lord. Stop being sheep and stop following the masses. I'm telling you right now, the governments are lying. They're not giving us disclosure on what's going on. Ships don't just crash or land on our planet. Ours is not the only planet they're looking at. Really? Because if we're looking at Mars, someone else is looking at Mars too, or has. Because if our planet's 4.8 billion years old, and that's when the solar system was formed, that puts Mars about that age too. Now, if it has dried lake beds and river beds, you know, a stone face that's supposedly there, or pyramids or whatever, that means that that means there was life there. If there's water, there's life. Period. If there was water, there was life. That means this thing was explored. That means you drive your car every day and it breaks down. That means spaceships break down. Technology breaks. Period. Crash lands on Earth. Remember that. So that means crash lands on Mars, crash lands on the moon, and other planets. We're lobbing junk into space all the time and letting it crash on other planets. Why wouldn't somebody else? Grow up, people. Think. Good Lord. So we're the only ones in the entire universe that are exploring space. Really? Really? Y'all are killing me. Oh my Jesus. I need some more of this to do. Boy, y'all. Look. I do believe that we might get disclosure in my lifetime. Things are getting a little hairy now, you know what I mean? Governments are sweating bullets, like the song from Megadeth. But they're becoming real antsy because information, this is the information age. You got all these computers, laptops, internet, cell phones. Everybody can record everything. You can't do anything now without someone recording it. So now, that would be why there's so many UFO sightings. Look at the fact that when we went into space for the first time, we saw a bunch of just crap everywhere. Things blinking and darting different directions and whatever. If we're on their playing field, we're going to see them. There's one of a disc taking off out of our atmosphere. It's a NASA video. There's a recorded conversation with NASA astronauts saying we're being followed by the aliens again. And then the radio goes dead because it was on the general channel and they went to their private channel. Look it up. Then look at all the blinky ones. Oh my God, they're pulsing. Really? That's not dust. Dust doesn't pulse. I'm a ghost hunter. Okay? I've seen dust particles. They don't pulse. They don't have energy. They don't blink. They don't radiate. They just make a little ball in the... Please, really? So they pulse like they're ding, 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 like a flash. No. Really? Look at the Russian astronauts. Oh my God! A group of cosmonauts saw what they described as angels, angelic figures flying alongside their rocket or spaceship. They had a round head or glowing object for a head, with like arms sticking out with long, like the choir sleeve thing, and what looked like you make a snow angel kind of thing. And there was about 5 or 6 of them flying beside the cosmonauts' little rocket. Now, think about this one. Do we send morons into space? No. We send the best of the best of the best into space. They have to make the cut to get up there. All right? Well, I mean, now we're selling space trips, and apparently Bieber's going up there. Boy, talk about it. Man's going to space. Oh, my God. Hope we launch him in there and leave him there. Anyway, enough of my venting. But I just want you people to think. Do not take this stuff at face value. Understand that they're lying to you. They're telling you what you want to hear because we, as general public and society, can't hop in a plane and fly to the moon and look and see ourselves. Or hop in a plane and fly and look and see ourselves at Mars. So we have to believe what they're telling us. Oh, there's nothing but rocks up there. And on the moon, there's some craters. And there's rocks. And we brought back some space rocks. And there's nothing there. Right. There's no crash remnants of spacecraft. I mean, if the Mahabharata, the Hindu book or whatever, describes space beings fighting over our planet, don't you think some wreckage would land on the moon? All right, and if they're fighting over this planet, they fought over Mars because this is supposed to be our sister planet, similar to ours. Apparently it died, so we don't know why. But according to our scientists, we're trying to figure out why or how to jumpstart it to go, live again, like rebooting a computer. And they know how. That's the crazy thing. How do they know how? Where did they get this information? Okay. Now, do not take this stuff at face value. Okay? You can't, it's not like walking to your neighbor's yard and going, oh, okay, you're telling the truth. No! You can't walk there. You can't fly there. We're stuck right here. Only NASA or government agencies like NASA in other countries can go there. They're the only ones privy to the film footage that they find or artifacts or evidence they bring back. Why else would we send a sojourner to Mars and we can land it within a football field of anything up there on Mars? That's our target radius. What did we land it near? Did we land it near the supposed face on Mars? No. Did we land it near the pyramids on Mars? No. Did we land it near what looks like a city, remnants of a city built on Mars? No. Our government landed it near a rock called Yogi in a dry lake bed. Really? And you believe that? That's the funny thing. You believe it. General society believes that. Oh, our government's doing a great job. We landed near a rock named Yogi and a dry lake bed. That's great. No, no. Now, they're showing you film footage of what they want you to see. People, wake the hell up. They have proof. They have the evidence. They're just not telling us. Well, look, I've vented enough. I'm drinking enough. Speaking of that. God, I love beer. Anyway, remember what I always say, guys. Pay attention. Use your mind. Open your eyes. Open your mind. Open your ears. Pay attention if it walks by, crawls by, flies by, and or slither by. And if you get a picture of it, send to old Bobby the Wolf Mama. I just might put it on my show. Send it to me at onewhitewolf0706 at att.net. And remember, this show is a product of ghosttalestv.com or GTN. Go to them, the Paranormal Superstation. Go to them for all your Paranormal Superstation needs. Woo! That would be the mystery sound. What is that sound? Oh, I'm guessing a bird. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Anyway, and check me out every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Immoral Truth Paranormal Radio on blogtalk.com. Blogtalk.com. Tough to say, especially when you're 5 deep in a 12-pack. Anyway, yeah, I'm your host. And my co-host, Starla Likens. Likens her name, Wolf is her game. Remember that. And remember, all my fans, on 3. 1, 2, 3. How at your boy!